The very first big idea from this book is art isn't theft. If you see around yourself, you will find number of objects which were already invented a long before, and someone just took those ideas, refined to some extent, and started selling it. Basically, there is nothing new under the sun. This grows out of the fact that majority of the things which we see are just the rearrangement of that which is old. For explaining further idea, let me tell you a story. Everyone knows Thomas Alva Edison, who attracts the world attention by the invention of incandescent electric lamp. For this, Edison tried number of experiments, that is 10,000 different ideas without satisfactory results. And you will wonder if I tell you that this invention is also a rearrangement of some of the old ideas. So let's see how. Mr. Edison achieved the perfection by the combining two very well-known principles in a new way. First principle was, by applying the electric field to the both end of the piece of wire, the resistance will get applied and wire becomes heated to a white glow which produces the light. This principle was well known long before the time the Mr. Edison started experimenting with electric lamp. But the trouble arose from the fact that no way had been identified to control the generated heat. This intense heat soon burned out the wire. In simple words, no metal was found that can sustain the heat without burning out. Edison tried number of experiments to find such a metal, but he couldn't. And in this search, Mr. Edison was stumbled upon the second well-known principle which proved to be the answer to his problem. And that principle came from the way from which the charcoal is produced. He recognized the answer to the problem that had caused him more than 10,000 failures. Briefly explained, charcoal is produced by placing the pile of wood on the ground and setting it on fire and then covering the whole pile with dirt. The dirt permits just enough air to pass through to keep the fire alive and smoldering, but not enough to enable the fire to blaze. The smoldering process continues until the wood becomes charred through and through and leaving the log intact in the form of substance called charcoal. The reason the wood does not burn entirely as it would when left in the open air is the fact that the dirt allows only enough oxygen to reach to the fire to produce the smoldering condition, but not enough to cause the wood to burn up completely. You also would have learned this principle in physics. If there is no oxygen, there will be no fire. That by controlling the inflow of oxygen, the amount of heat of fire can be controlled proportionately. Edison had known this principle long before he began experimenting for electric lamp, but not until after he had gone through thousands of tests did he think of it as being the principle for which he is searching for. As soon as he recognized this principle as one for which he is searching for, he went into his laboratory, placed a coiled wire in the bottle, pumped out all the air, sealed the bottle with wax, and applied the electric energy to the two ends of the wire, and lo! The world's first successful incandescent electric lamp was born. The crudely constructed lamp burned for more than 8 hours. Same principle is getting used in making all the incandescent electric lamp today, although the method is greatly refined now. So here Edison make use of old ideas and rearrange those in completely different experience and feelings. So second big idea is immature artist imitates, mature artist steal, bad artists deface what they make, but the good artists make into something better or at least something different. Good artists weld his theft into a whole different feeling. Good artists understand that nothing comes from nowhere, all creative work built on what came before and nothing is completely new. This is one of the hindrances which has handicapped most of the people from starting something on their own, because they think all things are invented now and there is nothing left for us to do. So advice for such people is start copying what you love, copy, copy and copy, and at the end of the copy you will find yourself. And if you have a X person to copy from, then everyone will say you are the next X. But if you copy from hundreds of people, then everyone will say you are original. So copy from multiple sources. And the live example of this is in front of you. My thought in this video are not mine. Those are coming from different sources but still looks original, right? I could see so many people complaining, this should work like this shop seller should sell like this so that he will get more customer. Everything you take, they can tell you hours and hours what is the best way it can be done and what the current guy is not doing. The next big idea for such a people are complain about the way other people make software by making software. When you look at the world this way, then you stop worrying about what good and what bad. There is only stuffs worth stealing and stuff that are not worth stealing. Everything is up for the grab. If you don't find something worth stealing today, you might find it worth stealing tomorrow or a month or a year from now. I strongly recommending this book for those who are looking for the ideas for something to start on their own. You can buy this book from the link given in the description below. If you like this video, do subscribe to our channel for more such a vibrant ideas.